Entering the tropics this evening, we're monitoring two areas of potential tropical development. A number of showers and some thunderstorms. Local heavy rainfall across the area. This is why you evacuate.
Welcome to another Mississauga Junior Hurricanes hockey game. Today your Hurricanes take on the Barrie Sharks. Mississauga's second last home game of the season. Barrie coming off a win against the Arrows yesterday. Mississauga 2-0 win over Brampton yesterday. Barrie sits ninth in the standings with 75 points. They're chasing Burlington for 8th and have Kingston right on their heels with 73 points. The win yesterday, Mississauga putting a little distance on that second place, 106 points. Nepean, same amount of games left with 100 points. Those two will face off in the last game of the season.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to today's OWHA Under 22 Elite Division between your Mississauga Junior Hurricanes and today's opponent, the Barrie Junior Sharks. The officials for today are referees Jen Nelson and Kelly O'Dwyer, and on the lines we have Darren Van Slack and Josh Zabruskis. Today's starting lineup for Barrie at number 6, Sadie France. At forward, number 8, Theo Ellis. At forward, number 14, Abby Bruno. On defense, number 10, Sonia Mehta. On defense, number 15, Gabby Willard. And your starting goalie, number 58, Riley Maxwell. Coach Joey Aldrich. Today's starting lineup for your Junior Hurricanes at forward, number 16, Haylee-Kaydance. At forward, number 22, Bronwyn Langis. At forward, number 66, Sarah Staley. On defense, number 9, Kira Owen. On defense, number 65, Tamara Donald. And in goal, number 1, Olivia Hepburn. Coach Darcy Breaking. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're able, please stand and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Helmets and gloves on, here we go. And here we go with start of the game. Maxwell getting the start for Barrie. It'll be our 21st start of the game of the year. 11-9 record. 187 goals against average and 120 save percentage. 2 shutouts on the year. Olivia Hepburn, fresh off a shutout yesterday to get her 22nd game of the year. 150 save percentage and a 116 goals against. 8 shutouts. Here we go. Face off. That's won by Mississauga. Mississauga moves that up the boards off a Staley's stick. No icing. Lecuyer into the corner down to Langis. That'll come up to the point. McDonald back down the corner, up into the slot. Staley can't get a handle on that, and it'll be picked up and sent the other way. France will get over the red line, chip that in. McDonald along the boards. Owen quickly up to Staley. She's got past the defender to the net. Makes a move and is tripped up. No call on the play. And turning back the other way, Larman down into the corner. Good pin by Makokis. Centering pass, backhand Winter, and that's steered away by Hepburn. Zahn pass across the middle, that misses, but Makokis picks that up. Backhand pass across the other side. Sophia Makokis will skate onto that across the line. Centering pass, picked off, sent back the other way. McKay, 2 Hurricanes on her as her pocket picked, and Mississauga headed back in the right direction. Zahn through the middle, another arm hooked around. No call. Soja centering pass Goins can't keep it in, moves it back to Pasma. Pasma will spin at center. Cross the line, cuts to the middle. Shot, that's just wide of the net. Kruzich centering pass, flips up. Aquino's a couple whacks at it. The puck's clear, that's going to go all the way down, and that'll be icing on the Sharks. So Mississauga, a couple chances early. Face off, won by Mississauga. Aquino cross in a slot, shot. That's gloved by Maxwell. Soja wins the draw, back to Kruzic's shot. And that's into the middle of Maxwell, and she'll hang on. Face off one again. Mississauga back on the boards. Kruzich on the wall. Centering pass. Soja's shot. Rebound sits there. Comes out to the point. Over to Aquino. Aquino tries to slide it through. Comes back to her. Top of the circle. She circles back. Slides the puck down through and almost gets it down to Soja. Soja in the corner. Cycling down to Kruzich. Kruzich has it pop off her stick. Comes down to Pasma. Pasma pokes it down in the corner. And that puck's pinned there. Nobody moving. Finally comes free. And Barrie Sharks will move up the wing, but picked off. France along the wall. She'll dump it in deep. Keller picking that up in the corner for Barrie. Dropping for Meta. Meta into the corner. And Farron there to cut her off. Picked up by Brumwald. Puts it to the point. Winker will dump that back into the corner. It'll come to the far side. And Bronwyn chips that up to Fabro off her stick. Far side, Meta across the line. Cuts to the middle. Backhand shot. Hepburn covers up. And she'll hold for a face-off. Face-off one. Quick shot by Wallace that goes just wide. Fabro tries to dump that out. Chip to the front. Maxwell cuts. Good stick by McDonald. The puck gets out. Petal out wide. Has some room. She's going to skate that down. Has Theron with her. She'll chip that in. Theron will go get it behind the net. She's brought down. And that puck will get out into the neutral zone. McDonald will cut back. Gets it caught in her skates. And that's shipped by Larman, far side. In alone, Owen. Good poke check. McDonald will come in, try and get that puck. And up the boards. Fabro with some time. Gets the red line. Has it poked off. Turned back the other way. Severn out wide. Larman too far for her. Makokas in the corner will chip back to the other side. Lecuyer spins. Tries to fire that up. She'll get it out of the zone. Keep following up the boards. Langis up to Staley. Staley pulled down over on the boards. Lecuyer takes a whack at it. Cuts to the middle. Almost has her pocket pick. Gets turned around though. Moves it to the far side. Langis off the end of her stick. Langis with it in the corner. Chips it back down to Staley. Staley pokes that away. A lot of clutching and grabbing start of this game. Refs not calling anything so far. Oh, quickly up. Staley across the line. Into the corner. Meta chips that up the boards. along the wall. Willard will chip that across. Ho into the corner. She's taken down. No call. Coming out right in front. Shot. And couldn't get good wood on it in front. Snap stick. And Swanson will head off. But a good chance in the slot there. Averted by a stick. Puck chipped in. Zahn. Maisie with it now with some room. Joe skated through the middle. Makes a move. Shot. That goes off into the corner. Behind the net. Keller. Centering pass. Good job by Kruzich. Lifting your Silvasic. Pass along the side. Kruzich will pick it up along the boards. Quino helps out. Carrying a pass. Cosgrave moves it up to Silva. And Moines tried to chip that in. Turn back the other way. Keller along the wall. Pasma will pick it up. Spin off for her check. She'll head to the middle. Moves the puck across to Aquino. Aquino across the red. Moves it to the middle. Just missing Kruzich with that pass. Pasma spins off the wall. Down in the corner. Back up. And Wallace across the line. Tries to chip that pass. Pasma there to grab it. Owen will pick it up in the far corner. Tangled up there with Mitchell. And May Severn will fire that back down. Pasma up the boards. Kruzich centering pass just out of the reach of Soja. Turn back the other way. That'll get chipped in wrong side of center. And that'll be icing on the Sharks. It'll come back the other way. .23. Still no score. Face off to the right of Maxwell. Barron on the draw. Wins it cleanly back to McDonald. Over to Owen. Owen shot. And that's picked up by Maxwell. Barrie will get their change in. Barron on the faceoff. Wins that back to Owen. Owen, puck off the backboards. Looked like a bounce play, just a little bit off on the angle. And chipped up the boards. Owen will keep it in at the line. Fabro there. Owen will chip it down low. France tries a second time, and they'll just reverse it the other way, see if they can get at the other side. Winter has a fall. First stick right to the net is Fabro. Fabro shoving the goalie. He's going to get 2 minutes. And Barrie's going to get the first penalty of the game. They get an interference call. So 11:43, Mississauga off to kill up the first penalty. Langis on the draw. Wins that back. Makokis fires that around the boards. Is it going to get out? Meta, good speed. She'll get to the line, keep it in. But Ho will grab it, fire off the glass. That'll deflect up. Keller comes in on the other side. They're going to rim it around. Intended for Wallace. That'll come back to France. France to Meta. Meta over to Keller. Keller back up to the top. Meta shot. That's tipped. Oh, a backhand, and that'll get all the way out. Mississauga going to get a full line change in. 1:25 left to go on the minor. Meta from behind her own net. Out wide to Keller. Keller will skate down the wall. And offside as Lecuyer did a good job of kind of just getting in Keller's way going across the line. Face off one, Charette Across the line. Drops that back. De Silva to Winter. Winter moves it down low. De Silva back down to Winter. Winter will cycle down back to De Silva. Back to the point. Charette shot. And Hepburn saves that, and she'll hang on. .53 seconds left to go in the Fabro minor. Face off one to the boards. Charette fire it down. Cosmo will try and poke it by De Silva. And they'll just pin it along the boards. Comes out to the point. Charette, far side shot. Severin, and a stop by Hepburn, and they'll fire that puck all the way down. Maisie chasing it into the corner. Severin has some good speed. So out wide. De Silva, centering attempt blocked by Owen. Owen to the wall, and she'll chip that up off the glass. That'll get out. 15 seconds left to go. Meta circles at her own blue line. Out to Winter. Winter will fire that puck in. Bounce off the boards. It'll come out. McDonald with it. 4 seconds. She'll clear it. And that'll do it on the minor. We're all even. Cosgrave from behind her own net moves up the board. Swanson can't handle that off it. And Owen will pick it up. Owen goes that far side. McDonald battling on the boards. Chip back. Cosgrave quickly out to Meta. Meta across the line. Tries to dump that in. But a good back check by Kruzich. Sends Barrie back to their own end. And that puck's fired down. Wrong side of center, and that'll be an icing. Saban fired that, but on the wrong side of center, it'll come back. Saga line change. Face off. Won by Mississauga. Fabro knocked down. And the Sharks will control the move behind the net. Swanson trying to go to the far side. Meta there cuts off Petal's access to the puck, but Fabro will pick it up off the wall. Spinning back, Petal. Trying to chip away at it, reverse the other way. Makokas will come down. She'll play that down to Fabro. Fabro trying to chip that down the wall. Then centering. Quick shot by Theron, and Maxwell has to be quick with it and makes the stop and hangs on. Face off, one to the center. That puck will get chipped out. Wrong side of center. Brumwell trying to beat it down. And they wave off icing. It looked like Ho was getting there first, but Theron muscles her way to the corner, skates through the zone, cross the line, chips it in. Wallace moving it up to France. France across the red line into the zone. Still taking around the net. France back to the point. Dion shot. That's blocked by Brumwell in front. And Fabro will chip that through. Sarah Staley on it. Sarah Staley trying to center. And Langis to the point. Cosma shot. And that's stopped by Maxwell and hangs on for a face-off. .737 left to go here in the first period. Still no score. Face-off scramble will go to the corner. Staley trying to get on that. But Severn will pick it up. She'll get it out. Cosma to Goins. Goins quickly up. Chipped in by Staley. Meta. Centering attempt. Tipped. And into the corner. Pasma falls. Severn. Backhand pass to the front. Staley will chip that out. Pass up. Keller on the far side. Centering attempt. McKay trying to find somebody else to help out there. McKay with it in the corner. And Pasma will pick it up. Mississauga will break up the far side. That puck chip through center. Zahn into the corner, battling with Charette. Barrie will move that up the boards. Kept in by Maisie. Charette will go back the other way to Cosgrave. Cosgrave in the corner. Tries to move up the wall. Zahn will keep that in. And puck passed up the other side. Larman has Owen right on her. Owen turns in the corner. Slides that back behind the net. Cosgrave up the wall. McDonald a good pinch. He'll keep that in. To the front. Maisie tried to center. Turn back the other way. McKay across the line with Kruzich. Kruzich a good poke check. Puck behind the net. McDonald has France right on her. France will pick it up. She'll flip it back into the zone. Makokis will pick it up. Moves it up to Kruzich. That bounces off her stick. Dion in the middle. Soja to Makokis. Makokis over to Owen. Owen slides it over to Aquino. That goes off the end of her stick and goes down. Picked up by Meta. Troy Saban. And Saban trying to skate out with it. Soja dropped for Makokis. Makokis up to Aquino. That's in her skates. Hull will pick it up. And Soja behind her. And it's turned back the other way. And that's flipped up. And it'll hit the glove on the Mississauga bench. And that'll be a whistle. Face off just outside Mississauga zone. Face off. Won by Mississauga. Kruzich will bring that back out of the zone. Find a better lane. Drops for Aquino. Aquino steps off. Severn tripping up Aquino. No call on the play. Chip back in the zone. Kruzich. Nice job passing that over. But Maxwell jumps out. And then we'll cover that up. So a nice diving pass opportunity, and just out of the reach of Aquino. Back in Mississauga territory. Goins will turn off her check, move it over to Pasma. Quickly up to Petal. Petal centers, intended for Fabro. Barron will come in and pick it up. Centering attempt, Fabro. A swing at it, Petal. Trying to get that onto her forehand. Puck chipped out. Keller going to chase that down into the corner. And she'll flip back to the other side. Winter will flip it back behind the net. Centering attempt, Keller. Couldn't get a handle on that. That'll come up the other side. Fabro tips it by. Dion is in. Shot. Scores! Up and over the glove of Maxwell. And Fabro opens the scoring. So Fabro, 6th of the year, gets Mississauga on the board, 1-0.
Mississauga assistant goal scoring number 91, Sophia Fabro. 3:48 first period.
So no assists on the play, just Fabro. But a much needed goal. Deflected shot over the glove of Maxwell. And Mississauga centering attempt, Staley on her horse. And poked through. Willer doing a good job using her body, keeping Staley away from that. Puck out to the point. Owen walks the line, stops up. Throws a puck to the net. Nice tip by Langis. That goes just wide. McDonald keeps that in on the far side, behind the net. And that puck fired far side. Larman will get the red line. She'll dump it in, and they'll finish the change. Maisie off the bench. Has some speed up. Moves up the wing to Zun. Zun cuts across. Both Maisie and Makokas in the zone had to spin back out before Zun could get in. Swanson along the wall. Still flip that up. A little too high. And Makokas will pick it up. Moves it up to Maisie on the wall. Maisie chips that out. Turned back by Severn. Severn will cut through the middle. Maisie picks her pocket. Off the wall, kept in by Makokas. Kruzich around, brings it in. Couldn't draw that around Cosgrave. And Cosgrave will throw one up the middle. Oh, will pick that off. She'll get a shot away, blocked. And that puck will get chipped down. Oh, quickly up to Kruzich. Kruzich through center. Can't keep a handle on that. Spun back the other way. Wallace on the wrong side of center. Icing's waved off. Oh, up the boards to Kruzich. Kruzich centering to Soja. Soja right through the middle. Drops for Aquino. Shot. That's blocked. Goes up in the air. Glove down by Kruzich. Along the wall. Soja trying to get that puck out. Chipped into the corner. Dion will move it over. And skate out by Saban. Saban will dump that puck in. Loins behind the net. Saban followed it in. It's Brumwell behind the net. France centering for Keller. Keller along the wall. Up to the point. Far side, Meta. Centering attempt. Puck sits in the middle. Chip back to the point. France along the side. Centering attempt. Soja staying along the wall. That puck will come up to the point. Aquino right on Saban. Knocks her down. Keller there to pick her pocket. She'll skate to the middle. Moves it out to Meta. Meta. Shot. Rebound out in front. To the point, France. Another shot off the stick. Up and over, 3 seconds left to go. And Mississauga weathers a bit of a storm right there at the end of the period. They'll go into period number 2 up 1-0. Along the boards, Kruzich on the wall. Centering pass. Soldier's shot. Rebound sits there. Chips that up to Fabro off her stick. Far side. Meta across the line. Cuts to the middle. Backhand shot. Hepburn covers up. Tripping up Aquino. No call on the play. Chip back in the zone. Kruzich. Nice job passing that over. Couldn't get a handle on that. That'll come up the other side. Fabro tips it by. Dion is in. Shot. Scores! Up.
Let's go, girls! You broke up with me. For the life of me, I couldn't figure out what I did wrong. I'm so sorry. I'm usually the first one to admit I did wrong. Get over yourself. It's no big deal if I run a little faster than you on the playground. Get over beautiful. You were perfect as you were, and I didn't want to fix you. Get over yourself, it's no big deal. If I swim a little faster than you in the neighbor's pool. Get over yourself, what's your problem? What's your problem? Well, if you don't like girls that are stronger than you, and if you don't like girls that are faster than you, and if you don't like girls that are smarter than you, well, then you might not like me, might not like me. And if you don't like girls tougher than you, and if you don't like girls more daring than you, and if you don't like girls braver than you, well, then you might not like me, might not like me. You might not like me. You might not like me, and that's fine by me. You might not like me. Might not like me. Boy, lay down your pride, wipe the tear from your eye. I'll take you back, I'll take you back, I'll take you back, boy. Lay down your pride, wipe the tear from your eye. I'll take you back, I'll take you back, I'll take you back. But if you don't like girls that are stronger than you, and if you don't like girls that are faster than you, and if you don't like girls that are smarter than you, well, then you might not like me, might not like me. And if you don't like girls tougher than you, and if you don't like girls more daring than you, and if you don't like girls braver than you, well, then you might not like me, might not like me. Might not like me. You might not like me. Might not like me. You might not like me.
Hold that puck in. Tip down. Lawrence will skate it out. Hasma. Shot. Hey, tips and goes in. Puck back up to the point. Held in. Towards the net. Tipped on. Rebound. Upset a couple times now. They've been knocked down. No penalties. Lecuyer now with a chance. Shot off the post. The corner. Kruzich centering pass. Shot just goes wide. Wraparound attempt. Comes up the other side. Lecuyer scores. And that's picked off by Brampton. But Ho turn it right back the other way. Across the line. Drops for Barron off the crossbar. Welcome back to the second period. Quick look at the out-of-town scoreboards. Central York 6-1, currently up on OHA. Most of the games starting a little later, 12 o'clock start. Kingston, Whitby 0-0, Windsor, Oakville 0-0. Etobicoke and 67s are still 0-0, and Blue Water and North York 0-0. Right here, Mississauga leads this one after one period of play, 1-0. Barrie with the only power play opportunity in the period. They were 0 for 1. Mississauga out shooting Barrie 12-5 in the period. And Barrie will win the face-off. They'll chip that down. Wrong side of center. That'll be icing. So I'm sure there's a couple times there that Mississauga could have ended up on the power play. Refs, for the most part, have kept the whistles away. No penalties called except for the one. An interference on the goaltender by Fabro. Fabro, also the goal scorer, her 6th of the season. Scored late in the period to make it 1-0. Meta turns that back the other way around Owen. Centering pass picked up by Langis. Langis down the ice. Far side. That's Staley going to the net, but had Meta right on her. In front, Lecuyer to Langis. A big stop by Maxwell. Kicks out the pad, and that puck will go down for icing. Lecuyer slid that down to Langis. Langis, unfortunately, only had pad to shoot at. Kept it at the line. Makokis trying to send that pass back to her sister. Oh, quickly up. Off of Zun skates. She'll get the red line, try and dump that in. Pinged along the wall. Gets that puck back. Sophia up to Piani. And Makokis will go right up the middle. And she'll spin around. Up top, leaves it for Ho. Ho towards the net. And gloved by Maxwell and held. Soja on the draw, won by the Sharks. They'll move it behind the net. Charette up the wall. Larman centering attempt, nobody there. Picked up by Mississauga. Ho tries to take it up the board. She's met with 2-on-1 the other way. Larman tried to center. Makokis stops 2 attempts to go to the front. Kruzich trying to hit Aquino with a pass, and that'll get all the way down. Cosgrave behind the net. She'll reverse it back. McKay along the wall. She'll skate it back behind. It's cut off by Aquino. Center, Soja's shot. Maxwell comes out and gloves that. Maxwell having to come way out of her crease to make that one. Kruzich over to pass, a quick shot. Up off the stick of Maxwell and up and over the net. Centering attempt. That'll get cleared by Hellbeck. Chipped in. Aquino on the chase, man on the far wall. Chipped up. Sojo will keep it in. Thrown to the other side. Harbeck in the corner with it. We'll chip that around. Dion up the wall. And Swanson will dump that down. Loins fires that up the wall. Fabro gets a stick on it, no icing. Barron into the corner. Meta will skate that out, moves it up to the front. Goes up to Keller. Keller stops up at the line. Centering attempt. Trying to get a shot away. McDonald can't get away. Back to the point. Meta shot. That's wide of the net. Pedal on the far side. Can't get that out. Pasma attempt, and it's fired back in by Willard. McDonald firing around. Fabro centering attempt picked up by Charette. Charette has a lane shot. Gloved by Hepburn. And trying to move that puck again up the boards. Can't get that out. Finally, Fabro will get that across the line. McDonald, far side. Pasma will flip that up through center. It goes up and over everybody. No icing. Puck shot up. Just so. Silva tries the center. Lecuyer. And the puck gets from the far side. Staley shoots it up. Owen along the boards with Winter. Pass over to Ho to Lecuyer. Lecuyer chips that in. Ho can't keep it in the line. Owen, last one back. Far side for Staley. Staley tripped up. No call. I feel like Mississauga's thrown a couple in the bank here. They've been tripped up on a couple plays now. No call by either ref. 15-24 left to go here in the second period. Mississauga leading 1-0. But Barrie a bit of pressure now. Staley trying to get that pass out to Lecuyer, cut off by Dion, and Dion will chip it back in. Brumwell chases, and Ho drops for Makokis. Makokis to Lecuyer. Lecuyer trying to go far side. Wallace catches a piece of that. Staley into the corner. Pinned along the wall. Langis trying to pull it out. And Savin will skate it out. Savin centering attempt. Makokis tries to pick it off her heel. Coming down, shot. Hepburn, a huge stop. And she'll hang on. Wallace. Wallace, a lane to the net. Makokis just a bit of a misplay on that. Centering attempt. And Severin can't get the shot away. Puck up the boards. Meadow will pick it up. Spinning back to the point. Severin will dump that into the corner. Larman, far side, will pick it up. She'll throw it back behind the net. Centering attempt. And that's tipped by Makokis. That'll get out. And Willard all the way back to grab that. She'll go behind the net. Chips it up the wall. Larman. Maisie there. Centering attempt. And McKay coming down. Shot attempt. Stands on it. Severin spins. Can't get that shot away. And Makokis from behind the net. She'll skate it up. Has it poked off her stick. Pasmo will try and get it up the zone. And Barrie with some good sticks have caused turnovers in some tough spots. And finally Barrie getting a penalty here. Delay penalty coming. Zahn across the line. Zahn trying to spin down, and Barrie finally touch up. And Barrie headed to the box. It'll be number 55, 2 minutes for hooking. 13:25. Mississauga with their first power play chance of the game. Soja on the draw. One back, Owen. Down to Aquino. Aquino will cut to the middle. As a lane slips one down towards the net. Rebound. That goes off Maxwell. Owen couldn't quite get to that one, and it's shot down by Wallace. McDonald chased by Winter. And Soja will drop that for McDonald. Barrie, some pressure in Mississauga's end. Owen to McDonald. McDonald fell. Winter now with it in the corner with Owen. Owen will pick it up. She'll skate it down. Has some room wide. She'll hit the red and fire that all the way around. Far side. Soja off her stick, and that's shipped out of the zone. Owen over to Ho. Ho spinning in front. Keller right there. She'll come in and muscle that puck away. But a good job pitting that puck away. Owen will pick it up. She'll skate through. Takes it out wide. Shot off a shin, and it'll come up to the point. Held in by Ho. Ho will dump it in deep. Dion throws it to the far side. Picked up by Aquino, but Keller will get it. She'll fire it down. 25 seconds left to go on the power play for Mississauga. Larman on the forecheck, making it tough for Mississauga getting out of the zone. Quick pass up. Fabro across the line. Drops for Makokis. Back down to Theron. Theron into the corner. Petal will pick it up. Petal will skate that all the way out. Far side to Gloins. 2 seconds left on the power play. Theron up high. Take a shot through crowd. And Maxwell will throw the glove and make the stop. $11:20 left to go here in the second period. Both teams one power play, 0 for 1. Barrie, France kicked out of the draw. Wallace will come in and take it. Theron. Puck one to the corner. Willett will chip it up. Brummel will pick it up off the wall. Skate through the middle between the two Ds. Shot. And Hepburn flashes the glove and will hang on. Langis on the draw, wins it 2. And Staley shipped by. Has someone right behind her. Can't get a handle on it. Langis and Lecuyer bumping each other. There could have been a chance there. Just missed. Bounced off the board. Severn stretching out to pick that up. Cross. Centering pass. Keller can't get a stick on it. Lecuyer is hit hard. And she's down. And no hand up. Mississauga bench not happy. A lot of non-calls. And another one there. That was definitely some head contact. Lecuyer is still down. Listen. Lecuyer up to her knees, still. Oh, it's not. It's Staley. Sarah Staley. Apologies, I thought that was Lecuyer that was down. It was Sarah Staley that was down. And I think the refs will probably talk about this. And refs are going to come over to Mississauga bench. Staley off to the dressing room. They talk about what happened there on the play. And I can see Darcy Brecky pleading a case here for something to be called. Definitely getting a little animated over there on the bench. Definitely not getting the answers that she was hoping for. They'll come over and talk to Barrie bench. I'm sure this will be a lot shorter conversation. And it's like Dwayne getting a little bit more the conversation in. Obviously, a little bit more okay with whatever that conversation went on. No call on the play. Certainly been some, I'd say probably questionable missed calls throughout the game. Nothing quite as severe as that one. And we're back into action. That puck gets chipped down. Puck fired up. Keller in the corner. Behind the net. Zahn will cut that off. Zahn trying to control along the wall. Still has it. Puck squirts out. That'll come up. De Silva can't come up with it. And Severin in the corner. Comes to the point. Chipped back in by Gloins. Zahn now with it. Has some room. Out wide. Back to Macy. To Gloins. Shot. Through traffic. Rebound out front. Trying to get a stick on it. And Severin will pick it up. Held at the line by Pasma. And puck sent to the other side. Gloins will poke that pick in. Maisie behind the net. Maisie trying to move it over to Kruzich, who was locked and loaded in the slot. That puck just out of too far for her to grab. In the corner. Chipped down to Aquino. Aquino behind the net. Aquino drops for Pasma. Pasma shot. Rebound right out. Aquino shot just off the side. And that puck's fired down. Kept in by Pasma at the line. Far side Gloins to the middle. Puck sits there. And Severin will finally just chip it out. High stick. But Keller will get to it first. Keller spins in the corner. The rest of her Barrie teammates changing. Gloins from behind the net. Chips it up the boards to Aquino. Aquino puts the high puck. Meta will glove it down, throwing it past the player. Man, McKay shot. Hepburn save. And she'll hang on for a faceoff. So just past the halfway mark, 8:32 left to go here in the second period. Bit of a different tempo here. Mississauga with some pressure, but it's now back in their end. Barron on the face-off. And kicked out. Fabro will come in and take it. She'll win it to the corner cleanly. McDonald will flip up the boards, held in by Winter. Chip down low, Larman. Centering pass that goes over Winter's stick. Petal will pick it up and she'll skate it out. Centering attempt, a good stick and put back the other way. Larman in the corner. She'll skate all the way around. Up to the point, Cosgrave's shot. Chopped in front. And Hepburn will jump on that. Fans reacting to a bit of a whack after the play there. Face off won by Barrie. Puck thrown to the far corner. Ho will reverse that to Makokis. To Zahn. Lecuyer gets that by. She's through. In shot. That goes up and over the net. May have run up Maxwell's blocker there, but didn't have a flat puck to get that shot off with. Up the boards. Zahn. Lecuyer out wide, shot, and that's stopped by Maxwell. .28 left to go in the 7:28 left to go in the second period. Makokis wins that face-off, Maisie, and Pasma will chip that back down deep. Kruzich up the wall, and that's passed up. Wallace centering, and skating onto that. Savannah through the zone. Savannah centering attempt. Good stick by Loins. Behind the net. Pasma chips up. Kruzich will skate that. Gets that across the red line. Will try and chip it down. Fired up. Kept in. No, that gets just out. And face off just outside the Barrie zone. And Mississauga wins that face off. Chipped up. Petal will chip that puck in deep. Meta from behind the net. Fires it up the boards. McDonald can't keep it at the line. And Owen back at home, blue line. Hard up the boards. Turned back by France. Meta behind the net will turn off a check. He'll skate it up. Moves up to De Silva. De Silva just chipping that in into the zone. Meta and Owen collide. Passed out. Shot along the side and they score. Barrie tucks one in. And we're all tied up at 1. So De Silva's 11th of the year will tie it up. 1-1. Pass. Wallace now in. That angle. Good back check by Makokis. Negates any shot attempt there. Zahn out to Ho. Ho across the line. Ho. Stopped by Cosgrave. Chip back in. Fabro along the wall. Fabro to Ho. Ho shot. That's wide of the net. Penalty coming to Barrie.
6:12 in the second period.
It'll be Charette for Barrie. 2 minutes for holding. So 5:31. Mississauga to their second power play chance. Face off one by Mississauga. Phasma over to Gloins. Gloins in the middle. Langis pulls it across. Shot. Rebound. That's covered up by Maxwell. .148 left to go in the power play. Barrie kicked out. Kelleroff's coming and take it. Langis, scramble draw. Barrie went on, or Mississauga win that back. Phasma to the middle. Shot. Deflects off a couple of sticks, and Maxwell's got to come up with a big stop. Langis wins the draw on the boards. Phasma, far side, Lecuyer, cuts to the middle. All the way around, checking the puck. Down in the corner, moves it to Kruzich. Shot, scores, Langis spots it. A beautiful power play goal. Nice passing play. Mississauga regains the lead on a power play goal. So Langis' 17th of the year. Power play goal puts Mississauga back up on top, 2-1. Chipped in by Petal. That puck flipped out of the zone. McKay and Owen racing for it. Owen will get there first into the corner. So hold that puck there. Chipped up along the boards. Larman will pick it up, throws it to the point. Kept in by Willard. Fired to the far side. McDonald chipping it by. And fired in, pitching along the boards. Meta. For Willard. Willard will chip that in. And icing on the play. So Kruzich and Lecuyer getting the assists on the power play marker by Langis. Moving the puck well down low. Face off, controlled by Mississauga. Try to center it. Puck up the boards. That'll get out into the neutral zone. Hold back on it. She'll spin up the wall. Has some room. It's through the lane. Shot and save. Bounce off the back wall, and then it'll sit back on the back of the net. Face off one, Mississauga. Toja. Centering attempt that goes off the side of the net. And skating up quickly. Far side, Keller. Shot. They're going to go up and out of play. Makokis, a great job coming back and really not giving anybody a chance to get that shot off. Sarah Staley won't be coming back to the game. Probable concussion on the play. And so we hope for her speedy recovery. Puck thrown around the far side. Phasma chips that up the wall. Kruzich in the middle through, and that skips over Fabro stick. Fabro into the corner. Dion moving it up the wall. Mitchell can't do anything with that. Far side. And turn back. Wallace, a break. Shot. Saved by Hepburn. A huge blocker save. Goes back the other way. Now Kruzich coming down. Centering attempt behind Fabro. Fabro will drag that into the corner. Tries to move that up to Langis. Puck reversed the other way. De Silva, centering attempt. McDonald will pick it up. Moves it over to Owen. Owen. Right through. Almost hits Lecuyer with that. Touches the stick along the way. No icing. And that puck will get dumped down. McDonald first on it. Not far enough for icing. McDonald trying to drop it. Owen has it stuck in her skates. McDonald can't get a stick on it. Owen with Geller behind the net. Takes that puck. She'll fire it around. Lecuyer. Centering attempt. That'll cross the line. She'll take that in behind the net. Taken to the boards by Charette. Owen into the corner. Dump it back down to Lecuyer. Lecuyer to Petal. Petal. Lecuyer. Drops for Owen. Owen will step down. Take a shot. Rebound. Kicked out. Poe can't keep it in on the far side. Last minute. Poe trying to get into the zone. She's tripped up. Turned back the other way. Cross the line. McKay. Out wide. McKay around the net. Centering attempts. Cut off by Petal, and Petal just chipped that out. They'll go into the Barrie bench, and there'll be a face-off to the right of Hepburn. So Hepburn having to make a huge stop there with Wallace coming down the breakaway. Nice blocker save. That puck headed in the corner. Mississauga wins the face-off. Phasma around the net. Amazing centering. Zahn will pick that up in the middle. Zahn across the line. Tries to chip it in. Cut off by Meta. Fight for along the boards. Kept in by Gloins. Makokos will come in, and Maisie along the boards and around the net. Maisie, 12 seconds left to go. Centering. Makokos shot. That's up and over the net. 5 seconds. Gloins along the boards. Gloins centering. Maisie trying to get a puck towards the net. 2 seconds. And that'll do it for the second period. Mississauga leading on a power play goal by Langis. They'll go into the third period up 2-1. That's Staley going to the net, but had Meta right on her. In front, Lecuyer to Langis. She'll reverse it back. McKay along the wall. She'll skate it back behind. Cut off by Aquino. Center, Soja's shot. Maxwell will skate it out. Savannah centering attempt. Makokos tries to pick it off her heel. Coming down, shot. Hepburn to Makokos to Zahn. Lecuyer gets that by. She's through. In shot. That goes up and over the net into the zone. Meta and Owen collide. Passed out. Shot along the side and over to Gloins. Gloins in the middle. Langis pulls it across. Shot. Rebound all the way around. Protecting the puck. Down into the corner. Moves it to Kruzich. Shot. Scores. Langis. Far side. And turn back. Wallace. A break. Shot. Save. Tip down. Lawrence will skate it out. Hasma. Shot. And tips and goes in. Puck back up to the point. Held in. Towards the net. Tipped on. Rebound. Upset a couple times now. They've been knocked down. No penalties. Lecuyer now with a chance. Shot off the post. The corner. Kruzich centering pass. Shot just goes wide. Wrap around the tap. Comes up the other side. Lecuyer scores. And that's picked off by Brampton. But Ho turning right back the other way. Across the line. Cross for Barron off the crossbar. Tip down. Lawrence will skate it out. Hasma. Shot. Yeah, tips and goes in. Puck back up to the point. Held in. Towards the net. Tipped on. Rebound. Upset a couple times now. They've been knocked down. No penalties. Lekeuyer now with a chance. Shot off the post. The corner. Kruzich centering pass. Shot. This goes wide. Wrap around the tap. Comes up the other side. Lekeuyer scores. And that's picked off by Brampton. But will turn it right back the other way. Across the line. Cross for Barron off the crossbar. That's Staley going to the net, but had Meta right on her. In front, Lecuyer to Langis. She'll reverse it back. McKay along the wall. She'll skate it back behind. Cut off by Aquino. Center, so just shot. Max will skate it out. Savannah centering attempt. Lekeuyer tries to pick it off her heel. Coming down, shot. Hepburn to heel. Lekeuyer to Zahn. Lecuyer gets that by. She's through. In shot. That goes up and over the net into the zone. Meta and Owen collide. Passed out. Shot along the side and over to Gloins. Gloins in the middle. Langis pulls it across. Shot. Rebound all the way around. Protecting the puck. Down in the corner. Moves it to Kruzich. Shot. Scores. Langis. Far side. And turn back. Wallace. A break. Shot. Save. Down. Lawrence will skate it out. Pasma. Shot. Hey, tips and goes in. Puck back up to the point. Held in. Towards the net. Tipped on. Rebound. Welcome back. Third period action. Quick look at the outs on scoreboards. Final, Central York 6-1 over OHA. Whitby and Kingston still tied at 0. Oakville 2-0 over Windsor. Etobicoke 6-0 over the 67s. Blue Water leads North York 4-1. And Ottawa Leaside 0-0. Here we're 2-1. Mississauga 27-13 are the shots. And that puck will get out. That'll be an offside. Mississauga 1 for 2 on the power play in the period. And that right now is the difference in this one. 2-1. Maisie, cross, drops for Makoka's shot. That goes off Maxwell and into the corner. Well clear. Maisie picks up at the red line, skates it in, turns to the point. Makoka's shot. That goes wide of the net. Maisie spinning again in the neutral zone. Rest of the line changing. Into the corner. Maisie centering attempt. Kruzich can't follow up. In the corner. Puck up the wall. Pasma will pick it up off the wall. Kruzich shot off the stick and goes wide. And finally, Barrie will get it the other way. Wallace try to chip that out, but it's kept in. Aquino across the line. Chips into the corner. Meta. Willard trying to chip it up the wall. Pasma will flip that up and that'll get out of play. Face off are going to be inside. Puck to the point. Pasma spinning off the check. She'll head into the corner. Chips that along the wall, far side. Langis trying to chase that down. To the middle. Aquino shot. Maxwell save. Then puck goes into the corner. Aquino gets that back to the point. Shot. Pasma's off the back wall. Chipped along the boards. Lions will keep it in. Up the wall and it's fired down by De Silva. Keller's going to get there first, so no icing on the play. Pasma, good job of pitching her off on the boards, and she'll chip it up. McKay will keep it in along the wall. McKay centering attempt to Keller, and she goes for a spin trying to get to that puck. Savannah trying to keep that in. Barron will get it out. Fabro tries to chip it by Larman. Puck up in the air. Fabro bring it down, but Larman will pick it up. Chips up to McKay. McKay along the wall. Centering attempt. Goes past Larman. McDonald chips that up. Fabro trying to skate that in. Centering. Paddle. Can't get a handle on it. To the point. Owen with it. Moves it over to McDonald. McDonald's across the red line. She'll fire that in. Maxwell can't stop it behind the net. It'll call all the way up to McKay. She can't get it out, but that'll get fired out off the boards. That's going to go all the way down. That'll be an icing on the Sharks. Just 16:56 left to go. Mississauga leading. Goals by Fabro and Langis. De Silva, the goal scorer for Barrie. Buck in the corner, Dion up to McKay. Owen will pinch down. Langis will help out and chip that in deep. Behind the net. Far side, up the wall. McKay can't get it out. And it'll finally get out across the line. Owen will backhand it in. She'll go chase it down. Langis, centering attempt, comes out. Lecuyer can't get a handle on it. And Owen will come back in her own zone. Barrie changing up the zone, off her stick and into the zone. Meta behind the net for Barrie, moves that up to Willard. Willard to Swanson. Swanson across. Oh, glove back down, and she'll skate it up. Moves it up to Makokis off her stick. Turned back the other way by Willard. Makokis a good stick. And that puck's fired down again. No icing. Picked up by Barrie, trying to center, and that'll go between the D. Come all the way down. Willard spinning. Moves it up. Swanson can't get a stick on it, and Makokis will turn it back the other way. Maisie across the line has it poked off her stick. Makokis following up. Maisie with it, trying to get to the net. Kruzich back in, shot. And Maxwell saw that back. Maxwell hadn't quite left that back post. A nice pass back and a good shot by Makokis, but Maxwell equal to the task, makes the stop. Centering attempt, Aquino pulls it to her backhand, loses the handle on it, goes in the corner, grabs it, looking to center, off the post, in front, and Barrie will clear it. Chipped up. It's going to go through everybody right down on Hepburn, and she'll cover up for a face-off. .14:55 left to go here in the third period. Mississauga leading 2-1. Soja on the draw. That'll pop out. Aquino cuts to the middle. Shot just wide of the net. That may have gone off the shin as it went through. But Barrie now back the other way. 3-on-1. Shot to Selma. Saved by Hepburn, and she'll cover up. Chances at both ends. Barrie wins the face-off to Silva, puts towards the net. Keller can't get a handle on it. McDonald will pick it up in the corner. Still trying to stick it up. Owen flipping it to the far side. Fabro can't get a handle on it. Barrie flips it back the other way. Charette will just dump that puck in. McDonald behind the net, chips it around. Larman. Fabro chips that out to Theron. Theron taking hard into the boards. Keller's going to get 2 for that. Barrie touches up. And Mississauga headed to the power play. It'll be May Severin. Gonna get 2 minutes for body checking. .14:01. Face off one. Owen over to Lecuyer. Lecuyer to Langis. Just tips out wide of the net. Meta will fire that up off the wall. Wallace trying to grab that. Owen pitting along the boards. Winter trying to get it deep. Langis will pick it up. Quickly up to Lecuyer. Lecuyer across the line. Lecuyer to her backhand. Centering attempt. Goes all the way to the other side. McDonald up to Owen. Owen shot. Tipped in front by Kruzich. Lecuyer to McDonald. McDonald shot. Deflected. Far side. Owen will pick it up on the far wall. Skates to the middle. Leaves it for McDonald. McDonald far side to Lecuyer. Lecuyer shot. Walked in front to McDonald. McDonald switches spots. Owen to the middle. That's picked off and finally dumped down. Mississauga making a full change. Owen will pick it up behind her own net. She'll start up. Moves it out to Makokis. That's just past her reach. Makokis first on it. Makokis beat them to the puck. But that'll be an icing on Mississauga. .38 seconds left to go in the Mississauga power play. Face off. One to the side. Owen behind the net. She'll start out again. Move that out to Makokis. Makokis out wide. Gets it by Dion. Into the corner. Barman trying to flip it up. Makokis to the point. Skates in the middle. Shot. And held in front of the net is Charette. Holding on to Paddle. Keller on it. Short-handed, tries to get to the net. And thinking a lane. Paddle will cover along the wall. That'll do it for Mississauga power play. Paddle across the line. Centering Maisie. Try to put it in front. Paddle up in the middle. Shot. Off the shin pad. Pasma will pick up the rebound. She'll spin off a couple checks. Into the middle, gets to her forehand, moves it over to Ho. Ho shot. And that's blocked. Pasma along the boards is bumped by Severin. The puck dumped down. Ho chased by Meta. Maisie far side. Zahn will pick it up. Chip it by Saban into the corner. Scramble. Saban trying to come up with it. Swanson along the boards, but Aquino will strip her the puck. Skates in the middle. Moves outside to Gloins. Gloins shot. That's wide of the net. It's going to come all the way out into the neutral zone. Pasma back up the boards to Aquino, and Aquino touched that on the wrong side of the blue line, and that'll be offside. It'll come back into Mississauga blue line. .10:44 left to go here in the third period. Mississauga still leading 2-1. Soja, face off one by Barrie. Dion over to Savannah. Savannah will dump it in. Pasma chips it up the wall. Pasma far side to Gloins. Gloins to Aquino. Aquino out wide. Catch past Savannah to the net. Shot. And a blocker save by Maxwell. Centering attempt. Pasma keeps that in. Pokes, and that'll get out. Gloins over to Pasma. Pasma flips the puck up. It's Soja coming back to support. She has to circle in her own end. Far side, Kruzich get a piece of that. Dion and Aquino will pick it up. Shot off the backboards. Aquino shot off the side of the net. Circling high, Kruzich shot tipped in front. Aquino, that comes out the other side. Kept in at the point. Pasma centering. Kruzich dropped for Aquino, and that puck chipped out. Silva into the corner, trying to center. Owen will pick it up. She'll head down the ice. Three, she'll cut to the middle. Outside around Keller. Stays with it. Fires the puck that goes off of Winter's shins. Centering attempt. And Barron behind the net, trying to get that puck to the front. He spun around and behind the net. Finally, Charette on the far side will try and skate that out. Moves it up to Silva. To Silva. Fires it down. Owen quickly up to Fabro. Fabro across the line. Fabro cuts, shoots, and off of Meta's shin. Up and over the net. Cosgrave up the boards. Owen pinching down. The puck off of Severn and out. Petal turning up to Owen. Owen centering to Fabro. Fabro across the line. Gets knocked off the puck. Behind the net. The puck fired down. It's going to get by everybody but Larman there. Pinned by Lecuyer. Makokis up to Petal. Petal will chip it back to Makokis. Makokis across the line, centering for Langis. That's picked off. Severn will turn it back the other way, out wide. Larman centering. And McKay can't get a stick on that. Oh, behind her own net. We'll skate it up. Moves up to Petal. Petal across the red. She'll fire it in. Oh, on the forecheck. Behind the net. Trying to center for Lecuyer. And that gets out. Florence will pick it up in her own blue line. Chips it up to Zahn. Zahn to the center. Chips it in through the middle. Dion out to Meta. Meta flips the puck up. And Hepburn not going to test it as Francis coming down hard. She'll cover up. Scramble draw. That comes out to the boards. Maisie goes back into the zone with it. Moves it up. Misses Zahn. That's going to go by everybody into the icing on Mississauga. So they'll do the face-off again. 7:15 left to go in the third. Zahn will skate through on that face-off. Maisie will chip it out. Spinning around Willard. Shoves it into the neutral zone, but then fired in. Puck behind the net. De Silva centering. Maisie there. And some call coming. Somebody's going to the penalty box. Barrie headed back to the box to Silva. 2 minutes for hooking. So 6:52. Mississauga back to the power play. Face off. Won by Barrie. Turns. Kruzich's shot. Maxwell to stop. She'll hang on. Soja wins that face-off, back to the point. Owen over to Aquino. Aquino puts it back down. Out of the zone, Owen with it, moves it back to Soja. Soja to McDonald. McDonald slides it down to Kruzich. Kruzich in the corner, being hassled by Charette. Charette will fire that around. Owen keeps it in low. And that's going to get by. Dion tries to shovel it up. McDonald will pinch it off. And that's brought back to the point. Owen down the wall. Into the corner. He'll let her play there. Moves back up to the top. Throws it over to Aquino. Aquino shot through traffic. And into Maxwell, and she'll hang on for the faceoff. Both teams going to change things up. .554 left to go in the period. 1:02 left out in the power play. Barrie wins that faceoff, but they can't get it out. Makokis will keep it in the line. Maisie circling on the top. Shot low off the stick of Maxwell and into the corner. Line the net. Makokis trying to center. Has Meta all over her. Into the corner. Up to the point. Makokis skates to the middle. Waits for Maisie. Maisie cutting back to Makokis. Makokis shot That's blocked by Meta. Spins back into the middle. Far side, Maisie trying to go down low. Savannah will grab that, fire to the far side. Cole will pick it up off the boards. She'll skate to the middle. Far side, drops. Makokas winds up, shot, rebound. Makokas fires it just wide. Puck sitting right there. Makokas, 3 seconds left to go on the power play. Centering attempt. Sophia Makokas with it. Dump it back down the corner. Maisie. Savannah throws to the far side. Meta will pick it up, and she'll just flip it into the middle of the ice. Right on the stick is a Silva, but that's offside. That will come back all the way down to the very end. Fourth. .437 left to go. Fabro along the boards. And that puck will get out, and get all the way down. Go for icing. Fabro on the face-off. One to the corner by the Sharks. Dion trying to flip up the boards. Pinched off by Fabro. Centering attempt. That'll get out of the zone. Boyne's back. This fires on it. Severin shot just wide of the net. Rebound sits right there. Hepburn, a huge pad save. And Mississauga will get it out. Petal chipping it in deep. Behind the net. Fabro and Petal digging away at it. Shred will come out with it. Moves it out to the far side. McKay trying to hit Severin on the far side. Tasma backhands it out. Charette will pick it up in the neutral zone. Just chip it right back in. Tasma to Goins. Goins back to Tasma. Tasma will skate it up. She'll get the red line. Backhand that puck in. And head off on a change. Langis in the corner. Chipped up to the point. Owen heading across over to McDonald. McDonald shot. That's blocked. Goes wide. Kruzich in the corner. Kruzich back out to Owen. Owen shot off the stick up and over the net. Meta starts off behind the net. Pass that goes by everyone into the corner. Rumolo trying to center. And that'll get out. Savannah will dump that back in. Owen behind the net. We'll leave that for McDonald. McDonald quickly up to Kruzich. Kruzich has Lecuyer cutting through to the net. Lecuyer being hassled but can't get a shot away. And that puck will go back the other way. Moved up, cutting across to Silva. Shot, blocked by Owen. Langis up to Aquino. Aquino across the line. Shot, that's up and over the net. Makokas behind the net. 2 minutes left to go. We'll watch the Barrie net to see when they get him out, but this Mississauga can keep that pressure down low here. Soja into the corner. Meta finally gets it, moves it up, but kept in by Makokas. Far side. Chipped up the wall. Oh, will step by her check to the net. De Silva getting another penalty. Barrie going back to the box. So with 1:32 left on the clock. So Barrie headed back to the box. 1:32 left to go. Mississauga the power play. Face off one. Petal trying to move it over to Pasma. Loins chips that up to Makokis. Makokis will bring that back into her own end. Spins off of the check. Winter to the middle. Maisie across the line. Maisie leaves it for Pasma. Pasma falls. Is able to keep that puck in. Toretto will dump it down. Wallace towards the net. Shot that goes up and over. Maxwell coming to the bench. It'll be 5-on-5. 50 seconds left to go. Dion will dump that in on the wrong side of center, but with a shorthanded, no icing. Dion over to Meta. Meta back down into the corner. Keller picked that up. Loins in on the wall. They'll just hold it there. Puck back to the point. Meta can't keep it in. That'll get out. 25 seconds left to go. Dion headed in, and that's offside. 20 seconds left to go. And timeout, Barrie. So with 20 seconds left, Mississauga with the power play. The net empty. Both teams will strategize that face off outside the zone. So Barrie will get their line that they want out up there. Severin, Keller, Brumwell, Winter, and Meta. Mississauga gets theirs. Aquino, Zahn, Langis, Owen, and McDonald. Face off one, Zahn across the line. She'll just dump that deep. Aquino in hard on the forecheck. 9 seconds left to go. Aquino staying with it. And turning back, find the net. 1 second, that'll do it. Mississauga, a 2-1 win over the Sharks, and they'll win the season series 2-0. Hurricanes win. Hurricanes win.